So what is going on, you guys? I just want to start this ride by saying thank you to all of my new and old subscribers. And you guys are not even that old. I should say my moto vlogger subscribers. I don't know, I'm confused. Thank you to each and every one of you who've subscribed and who's, I guess, been with the channel since I started motovlogging. And I wish nothing but the best for you guys. I hope you're all having a great day. I've been watching some of Roman Atwood's vlogs, and that dude is like super inspirational. Like, I don't know how you can have that great of an attitude, you know, like 24/7. Whoa. I am cruising around Silver Lake, Wisconsin, and I thought I'd tell you guys about how toddlers are assholes. And having a toddler myself, I believe I have the right to talk about this. And don't get confused, I'm not saying that toddlers are just assholes. Like, I cannot imagine my life without my son. Like, you know, before having kids, it's like you can't imagine seeing your life with a child. But after having a child, it just changes your whole life. But here are some things that, you know, if you're about to have a kid, or, you know, hell, you might even have a kid, and you might be able to relate with me on a few of these subjects. So for one, toddlers know that they have you by the balls. They know that they have you wrapped around their little finger, and they can pretty much get away with whatever the hell that they want. And yet, while you're trying to be like, you know, big bad dad or big bad mom, and, you know, you're trying to tell them no or stop it, you know, you'll be scolding them, and the moment you're in like mid-scold, they'll do something so ridiculously cute that you just can't help but like laugh or smile, or, you know. But see, that's the problem. You can't let them see your weakness, okay? Toddlers, you cannot let them see your weakness. And like, I'll tell you guys, this one time we were trying to change my son's diaper, and for some reason, you know, he has such a hard time with diaper changes. I don't know why he hates them so much. But this kid, we were like mid-scold. You know, I was using my dad voice, you know, Brantley, lay down. And this kid starts mocking me, starts mocking his dad, and he goes, you know, I'm like, Brantley, stop. And then this kid goes, Brantley, stop. And like in that voice, like trying to mock me, you know, stop. And he does it like with this grin, this little smile, and oh my god, I couldn't help but laugh. I mean, I looked at my wife, and, you know, she's trying not to bust up, and I'm hiding my face from my son, and he knows, like, he knows. And oh man, guys. So now, of course, the other thing with toddlers is everything is theirs. It doesn't matter if it's yours, it is theirs. They have claimed it. If it is in, hell, it doesn't even have to be in your house. You know, you could be walking along and pick up a stick, and they'll say, my stick. You know, and then if you go to throw the stick, they have a meltdown. So everything is theirs, and if you tell them no, they'll have a meltdown. And also, toddlers love to just disrupt your night. You know, say you're having a great night at home, just watching TV, watching a movie. Actually, correct me, you don't get to watch movies anymore. Or, I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself here. You don't get to watch your shows anymore while the kids are awake. While the kids are awake, you get to watch their movies or their shows. So, say you're having a good night, you know, watching their movie, whatever, you know, hanging out with them. They'll be sitting on the couch next to you, and next thing you know, they start kicking you for no reason at all. They just start kicking, and then you tell them to stop, and then they get mad at you. So then, of course, you have to get up, move to the other side of the couch, they will follow you. They will follow you to the other side of the couch and start climbing all over you wrestling. So then, of course, you want to play with them. So you get down on the floor, start wrestling with them, and then it always turns into tears. Laughing, fun wrestling always somehow turns into running to mommy because the kid got hurt, or running to mommy because he didn't want to wrestle anymore, but daddy did. So daddy kept pissing him off until he ran to mommy. So like another way I like to describe toddlers is imagine yourself just 20 times more stubborn, because toddlers hate bedtime and they hate morning time when they have to go to daycare or school. Like probably 1 to 2 times out of the week, my son will actually get dressed for me just fine. You know, he'll actually, you know, do everything he's supposed to do just perfectly. But you know, the other 3 to 4 times per week, it is a fight every single morning to change his diaper and put on new clothes. And then it's like you have to start making it into a game, because it's like, you know, you got to make it into a game. What I do that I found kind of works is you have to sound really either like excited or worried, and you know, you have to say, you know, I say, Brantley, we have to go to school. We're gonna be late. We gotta hurry. And he gets this look on his face like, oh my gosh. He's like, oh, we gotta go. So then he'll actually start to hurry, and he'll actually start to look for his shoes and, you know, actually be helpful. But like otherwise, I mean, there's mornings where that kid just will not cooperate at all. So of course, leads to scoldings, leads to tears, leads to going to drop him off at school. So this is the funny thing of it all, is like even after you fight so much to get him dressed, get him to school, and you know, he's acting like really kind of mad at you or angry, when you bring him into class and you try to leave, he clings to your leg for dear life. Like he doesn't want you to leave, even though 5 minutes ago he was kicking and screaming because he didn't want to get in the car. So I mean, you know, kids are kind of weird like that. They're a little strange like that. But don't get it confused, guys. I love my son more than anything in the world, and I couldn't imagine my life without him. You know, your kids are only young for so long, so I'm gonna miss those morning fights trying to get him to school. You know, I'm gonna miss those days when he's older. You know, you're gonna miss those cuddles. You're gonna miss coming home from work and having your kid, you run up to the door, you know, daddy, daddy. You're gonna miss it, guys. And yeah, guys, I mean, I could go on and on about little things that my kid has done that just kind of makes him a little asshole. But yet, I could go on more and more about like how sweet he is. And I mean, most of the time, toddlers are assholes either because they're hungry or they're tired. You know, it seems like there's always a reason. Either they're hungry, tired, or they have too much pent-up energy. And, you know, I try not to get angry at them, because, like, what I've learned is if they're being a little asshole, you gotta think like a toddler at that point. You gotta think like, what are they doing right now that is making them do this? And most of the time, I could come up with a good explanation. So yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you're a father, I hope you can relate to some of my stories and some of the things that I've gone through with my asshole toddler. So as always, guys, have a great day. Get out here and ride. Get a bike. Have some fun.